tie, difficult defeat here at Gresley today. How do we not win that game?
I really don't know. It was a really weird game. Like the lads have said it in there as well. It was just one of those random ones where we've actually started okay. Conceded a dubious penalty. I mean, I'm a bit 50-50 with it, whether it was a handball or wasn't a handball. But even so, like we've conceded the penalty, gone 1-0 down, and we're still doing some good stuff. Still working hard, still putting a shift in, and then we've changed it at half time to give us more of a chance of going forward and attacking, and we've created so many chances in the second half. And I'm not just saying chances where it's like half chances, it's clear cut, like just missing clear cut chances, and then as I said, like when we're pushing to get back in the game and get a win, and we made a mistake at the other end and ended up conceding a second goal, and then the goal we scored was just too little too late.
So when you come to places like this, obviously the pitch isn't great today, will be quite frank, but do you have to adapt when you come to places like this?
Yeah, and we said before the game, I said the way we set up, we said before the game, I said look today, we're going to have 3 forwards, if you get the chance, get it up to the 3 forwards as quick as you can, whether you have to go a little bit longer, going in behind. And I think we started off doing that really well, and then I don't know, we might have slipped into, because we were doing so well, we might have slipped into thinking that we could play 1 or 2 too many sideways passes, and then we just got caught a little bit. But as I said, I can't fault the lads' work rate. The proper grafted today. It was, I was disappointed with that on Monday, and I can't say they haven't all put a shift in. And as I said, I feel as though we've just been a little bit unlucky today, because I think it was a bit of a weird game.
Yeah, and it wasn't as if the chances weren't there today. Like I said, we came out in the second half, a fantastic reaction. They were on the back foot, massively pressed backwards. Keepers made 3 unbelievable saves. Billy's missed a big chance. Again, it's just how do you sort of move on from this?
We've just got to, we've just got we had periods last season where we started off slow, and then we had a period when we had a good run, and then we had a little bit of a wobble, and 3 or 4 games we were slow again, and it was just. It's just going to be one of them, I think. But I think with all the lads are in there, they're all committed. They want to play for Tadcaster. They want to put the shirt on, and I think today was obvious that they wanted to work hard to wear the shirt. And I think more games than not, we've worked hard. So we've just got to keep moving on. I'd be worried if we weren't creating chances, and we are creating chances. So we've just got to put the final little touches to it. And I think, to be honest, and no disrespect to Gresley, I think if we play that game 10 times, I think we'd win it 7 or 8. So today was just one of those days where we fall on the other side.
Yeah, you and Mikey obviously have a clear style of play that you like to play, obviously possession-based football. How difficult is it to adapt, like I mentioned before, and come to places like this? Because it's not as good a service as we've got at the eye-to-eye. How difficult is it to adapt?
Well, it's just different types of possession. Sometimes, if we're playing at home, we like to try and dominate possession by building from the back and playing, and playing into through midfield and off the forwards and stuff. But when you come to places like today, I think it was evident in the second half that we were still keeping possession. We were just being a bit more direct with it, and then we were picking up second balls if we weren't getting first contact. So, there's different types of possession, and I think we were we did have a style of possession today. It was just a more direct one, and it created chances for us. And you can't hammer the lads for missing clear-cut chances, or you can't say anything like it's just little bits of concentration. But it's the same at both ends, and and we're all in it together. So we've just got to move on. And big game next week in the FA Cup, and we'll go from there.
Are you somewhat worried with the start we've made, or are you positive that we're going to put it right?
No, not at all. I think you could start flying in this season, and you could win every game up until 6 or 7 games, and then you could have a 3 or 4 game wobble. It doesn't make a difference. We've just got to try and get ourselves on a bit of a run now, and put 2 or 3 wins together. We've seen it all last season. I don't think it was. I think it was 20 games until we got going properly last season, and then during the second 20 games we had a bit of a wobble and almost missed out on the playoffs and stuff. So no, I said I'd be really worried if we weren't creating chances, if we weren't playing well in majority of the games. I would be worried, but I think it's just a little bit of a blip, and we've just got to get back on it and go again.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. Break from the league next week. Travel to Bamber Bridge in the FA Cup. How do you approach that game?
Yeah, we're just going to have to go for it. Me and Mikey will get our heads together this week, and it might be a case of moving away from what we've been doing in pre-season and the early parts of the season, and finding something a bit more comfortable that the lads are all comfortable with, and all that sort of stuff, and just put a game plan together to go and win at Bamber. We had some great games against them last year. We were well beaten at their place in the first game, and then I think we beat them comfortably at our place, and then obviously it was a narrow game in the playoff semi-final. So it'll be tight. It'll be a tight game, but yeah, we'll go there confident, because we've got a good group of players, and I'll stick by that.
Cheers, for that.